What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Courting. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Lots going on today in the Johnny and Amber trial. Some pretty riveting testimony done by a trained actress that while the internet is basically saying, oh, it's totally unbelievable, I probably am a little more concerned. None of it is backed by any kind of provable stuff, but some of the things she's saying is pretty riveting stuff. She's got her fake crying down pretty well. I think I saw her squirt out like 2 whole tears. And there's been a lot more pro Amber headlines. So apparently whoever this new PR agency is, they're doing an excellent job of buying the headlines. Even the New York Post is running articles, which is like conservative leaning, that are pro Amber. The media narrative is changing now. The only narrative that matters is the one that is perceived by the jury. And I still think in the court of public opinion, Johnny has won this case. But one such person who has decided to weigh in is Bill Burr. Bill Burr says Johnny deserves a public apology if Amber loses the trial. Bill expresses vocal support for Johnny during his most recent episode of Monday Morning Podcast. The Pirates of the Caribbean actor is currently in the middle of his defamation trial against Amber, which started back on April 11th. We all know about the suing. Quote, "I'm too big a Johnny fan to watch the trial. I love that guy, and I don't want to hear all these personal details and stuff," Burr said. "From what I've seen, the guy is effing destroying. And what's great about this is if he really does expose this woman for lying, I'm wondering if all these people that, just accepted her lies about him, if they're going to apologize somehow." Well, I think we all know there will be no public apology. That's simply not something that gets done. Instead, it'll be about how, biased the jury was or the patriarchy or, and again, I know I irritate people with this take, but it's just where I am on it. There's a lot of evangelicals in terms of the Johnny trial that they're getting a little grating on me. The idea that Johnny did absolutely nothing wrong is absurd, but I guess I can't argue with stands. And there's more of them than ever now on YouTube. I'm just saying, look, I support his defamation trial. I hope he wins. I think he deserves to win. But I'm not going to act like the guy's a saint. Now, the things that Amber's saying about him today are pretty explosive. Several, detailed incidences of him raising his hand to her. Again, no evidence, though, no proof. And we know that she's certainly willing to lie on stand. Bill continued. Burr noted that people have publicly trashed Johnny, and it'd be nice if they publicly apologized. And maybe next time they won't jump to conclusions. It really does amaze me how the pendulum just does not seem to swing the other way, Burr added. All of these women's groups that when they see a woman that lies like this, which really hurts their position, because there are women out there who are in relationships and this woman evidently lied and claimed that she was in. What he's basically saying is real victims. And for someone to go in and out and lie about it, it hurts people that are actually in it. You would think they would cover this. Burr is one of the few celebrities that have come out in support of Johnny amid the trial. Howard Stern went viral last month for slamming Johnny's overacting when the actor was on the stand testifying against Amber. Drew Barrymore recently apologized for upsetting Johnny's fans for referring to the trial as a 7-layer drip of insanity. Well, I don't have any problem with that. It is insane. I mean, all the things that happen between these two, they're just nothing that regular people could handle. Now, there's also this narrative going around on Twitter, and I don't care if this makes you angry. It's just the fact. I mean, basically, I saw thousands of people claiming without any evidence whatsoever that Amber had stole a line from a movie for her testimony. It's just simply not true. I found zero evidence of it anywhere. Not a single, with thousands of people screen capping it, streaming these streams, but people just keep saying, there's a screenshot. This is around. Oh, here's a line. Her entire stuff from the beginning monologue is literally the plot to The Talented Mr. Ripley. And then they put this here. and I'm like literally begging people to give me any video evidence of it, and they just literally keep replying with, you know, nothing. Like they I don't I mean, look, I think that she's done enough wrong. Um but if you don't call out like misinformation, like look, if it exists, it's been I have 200,000 followers, and I put this out at 10 a.m. That was 4 hours ago. And not one single person has provided a clip from the trial footage, which was widely available, and pointing me to the clip. So, yes, I've seen a ton of videos on YouTube getting thousands and hundreds of thousands of views saying, Amber used the exact stole her. Didn't happen. Are there some that are weirdly close? Yeah. But I think you could probably, deceptively edit things that Johnny said and say, oh, this was in that movie and this was in a different movie too. Like, maybe don't get your news from TikTokers who are, a lot of people posting this TikTok, which is like a mega reach. There are some things that are like similar, but even that isn't like an exact quote. This thing, look at this, 2,000 likes on this, and like not a single piece of evidence. Like there's where's the screen cap of like Amber actually saying any of this? So is it performative? Sure. Is she lying? Probably. But like, let's stick to the actual facts. You have this thing, today, the New York Post is even turning on, the new PR team is working, and that should be concerning for people. With most of the headlines today vehemently pro Amber. Amber's riveting testimony took apart Johnny's myth. I don't believe that was the case. I believe she's a trained actress who can cry on demand. But for whatever reason, New York Post seems to be taking this pro-Amber position now just after the new PR team. After days of smirking, joking, and self-indulgent testimony, Johnny is laughing no more. Excuse me, that was an incredible moment. He was caught smirking on camera as ex-Amber recounted the moment that he cornered her in a trailer he just smashed up, and did all sorts of terrible things. Again, I don't know if that actually happened, but it was said on the stand. You would think that there'd be some perception of truth there, but I don't know. She's diabolical. Whether you think Amber engaged in mind games and raising her hands too, and by the way, this author says, and I do, today's testimony was beyond brutal. Amber was composed and cognate. She gave numerous detailed examples of Johnny doing terrible things, scenarios in which she placed eye or ear witness making of her testimony, all more credible. Why tell stories that could be so easily refuted? Amber testified that Johnny's then 14-year-old kid, Lily Rose, was so scared of his father's behavior that she had a panic attack and fled to her father's private island in a helicopter. I mean, like, come on. Like, these people don't care about you. Stop worshiping them. There's no on and off with Johnny, she said. And goes on. Surely I'm not alone suspecting his ever-present silver mug from which he gulped during the testimony contained something stronger than coffee. His own testimony in the most riveting celebrity case since OJ makes that a given. Now, you can have a lot of things here. Again, I mean, if you're in absolute denial and if you think he's done absolutely none of this, I guess what I could say to you is that none of it has been proven. These are just the statements of her. But what I can say is if you Google Amber's name today, literally every headline is pro Amber. Like, whoever the new PR team is working overtime. Look at this headline. Nothing I did made him stop hitting me. It was a constant battle. It shouldn't be weaponized. I have borderline personality disorder. It shouldn't be weaponized against Amber. He shoved his whatever, like all this stuff. Like, look at all these headlines. Not good. Does it mean he's going to lose? I don't know. It depends whether or not the actual jury believes it. but these are very detailed, and if you can't accept that these look bad on their surface, then I don't know what to say. I still think, to be clear, even as I feel many people hitting the dislike button and recoiling to the fact that I would ever dare say that Johnny did anything bad, you know, I still think that she did defame him and that he deserves to win his lawsuit. I just don't think the guy's a saint, and I think you should meet me in the middle, and we should all agree that we shouldn't be passing around making YouTube videos about known fake information. You know, we know that there's things that did happen. We know that there are things that didn't happen. Mistakes happen. You know, there's a difference between unknowingly covering it and then making a mistake, and then like knowingly, willfully covering it. And so I think it's important to differentiate these two. But I think an overall pretty bad day for Johnny. We'll see, what Cross looks like, and if any of these stories are able to stand up. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.